All right, and the last but not least of our Ignite sessions is Ruth Minnema delivering My Care Plan. She is the chair of AANAC, so everyone please listen and take this seriously.
Okay, here we go. This conference has been all about celebrating 15 years of excellence. I love our attention to dig into the detail, to understand the scheduling, the algorithms, the tracking, the trending, the difference between limited and extensive. It's all important. Did you know that this REI manual has 1,120 pages? We talk about MDS, PPS, REI, ARD, CMS, BIMS, CAMS, PageQ9, ICD-9, ICD-10, EOTs, COTS, SOTs, RAPs, their SQL calls and CATs, RUGs, QIs, QMs, QIOs, PASSAR, BI. You get the point. Is that really the heart of what we do? Are we coders married to our computers, or are we artists, storytellers, if you will, looking for the next great story? So I'm going to tell you a story. And I'm going to tell it to you in the first person because it's going to help you and me to better understand the story. So my name is Mark Dabney, and I gave Ruth permission to tell you my story at your conference. I moved to Westlake the day before Christmas 2012. I've always been a fighter, and in some ways I still am. But I'm going to tell you more about that later. What I really want to tell you about is my collection of hats. I have more baseball caps than you'll ever know. Most of them are Philadelphia Eagles hats. I'm a Philly boy, born and raised. I do have Colorado Avalanche. I've got the Denver Broncos, and I've got that autographed hockey stick by Patrick Waugh. But I first must tell you about Mother Dabney, my great aunt. She was a female Billy Graham. During the Second World War, she got a call from the Queen of England, who asked for prayer during the bombing of London. Mother Dabney prayed, and shortly after Hitler moved his troops to the middle of Russia in the winter. I was born big. I played high school football. I was born over 10 pounds. I was a star linebacker on my high school team. I went to Penn State. I graduated with a degree in business. I've always loved sports, and I go to a lot of sports games at Westlake. This is a picture of me and my friend Chuck at an Avs game. But you could say sports was my downfall, and I need to tell you about that. I was playing basketball. I was working in business in Denver, trying to be young, and I fell. I didn't take care of myself. I went to a party. I had a blood clot in my leg. I went home. I didn't wake up the next morning. I ended up in the hospital, in rehab. I've been in nursing homes ever since. As I said, I like sports, all except this year's Super Bowl and those Denver Broncos. Yuck. But I'm a Philly fan, and I told you that. So, besides sports, though, what's really important to me is my relationship with my care partners. The trust that we have and the relationship we have between each other. We take care of each other. It's safety and their security and my safety and security. They know what I need. They know I used to take a whirlpool, and now I have to have bags over the bottom of my legs because I have these pressure dressings. They know I wear that splint because otherwise I'll get frozen joints. They know I take meds for seizures and hypertension. They know all that. Besides that, I was elected president of resident council, and I was reelected this past spring. And together we plan the meetings, we plan the agendas, we decide what we like about what's going on, we decide what we don't like. I'm on the food committee, we talk about menus, we talk about food demonstrations. You may think I'm busy running the meeting here, but I picked the pictures for the slides you're watching, and I like this picture. I'm singing karaoke. So that's why it's in this presentation. My legal pad's important to me. I write everything down. I always did because I was in business and banking, but now my brain isn't so good, and so I forget things. So I have to write. I go through a lot of legal pads. Sometimes people take offense at them, but I'm just trying to remember. I'm part of interviewing. My mom was a nurse, and she was a CNA, and she used to talk to me about how the elders would get beat up, and she would try to stop it. So it's really important to me that we get good people here at Westlake. This little guy is the grandson of one of the housekeepers, and he has seizures, and he comes to see me, and I tell him to take care of his brain, and I tell him to wear his helmet, and I tell him not to jump on the trampoline. He doesn't listen, just like me. This is Thanksgiving, We have a lot of fun at Thanksgiving. We have wonderful traditions with a Native American family of one of the nurse leaders. They come with the dancers, and we talk about both traditions. It's really, really a special time. And here I am at the Great Wall of China. I take both caregivers and all my care partners out. I go every year for my birthday. I love the fellowship at Westlake, and I love the way that we take care of each other. We're not perfect, but together we try to make life better. As Ruth Minnema, I want to ask you two questions. Number one, if you did not understand Mark's context and care plan and his story, what would he be like to take care of in a nursing home? And number two, how many Marks do you have in your nursing homes? Thank you.